right, it's here. It's been long requested for me to do a video going over how to make all types of videos. And so that's what this video is about. I am going to do a really long tutorial about Fractal Video Shuffler so that you can understand what it is, how it works, how you can use it from start to finish, every single tool in it, why the tool is in it. Um, yeah, So yeah, buckle up, get some popcorn. This is going to be a long one, so let's hop right into it. So for the first thing first, the Fractal Video Shuffler, to get to it, you just go to videoshuffler.com. That's Shuffler without the E, so Video Shuffler. And you can download it for free. You can test it out. You click create project, and then you'll be able to test out the very basic premise of it, which is to be able to just create a simple file. So if you wanted to, let's say, cut up a bunch of images here, you could add all those images in, and you could, of course, shuffle it, and you could merge it. And so based off of these settings you have, it will shuffle and merge. And so just for an example, if I wanted to do that at 1 minute, we could export that video, and you'll see at the bottom here on the right, it's going to select those clips, and it's going to merge those images together, and it's going to produce a video of those images merged together, shuffled, and it'll only be 1 minute since that's the total length that we want. I could have, of course, added a voiceover, background music, and sound effects, and I can adjust that and adjust where those pop in. If I wanted to do some sound design, of course, I can do that. But yeah, just simple, basic. If I just wanted a collage of images to add to my new edit, maybe I was going to go into DaVinci Resolve, I could just do that now, and then I could just open that, and you'll see now I got this collage of images that I can easily add into whatever I want. And of course, it's going to be randomized based off of those settings that I just had. So some of the images will play longer, some of the images will play shorter because I had to set the 3 to 5. But if I wanted those images to last like even longer, then I would do something like 30 seconds, and then those images would last longer per slide. So that's one example of how you can make a really quick video very easily to not only support your project, but to just upload straight to YouTube. So if you are on the free plan, that's all you can do. Very simple, very easy, and extremely helpful for whatever you might be doing on YouTube. Now, next up is the history. So after you've created it, you see I opened it with the little tooltip. But if you come here in the history, you'll also see that every single video that you've created is also going to show up in here, and then you'll be able to click play, and then you'll be able to see it in here as well. Same video, same deal. You can see it here in the preview in your history. So just know that whatever video you make, you can easily come back in here and see it. So that's really nice, really helpful. Next up is going to be the script shuffler. So in the script shuffler, of course, this is exactly what it sounds like. You can say whatever you want, and you can tell it to write a script, and it will start making a script for you. And it's just going to write that script based off of the target duration that you have here in the top right. So if you have 10 minutes, it's going to write you a 10-minute script. And yeah, it's just based off of the default built-in prompt that I have. If you want to add a custom prompt, let's say you wanted to make a prompt based off of somebody else, or maybe you wanted to write your own style that you wanted it to do over and over, you could do that. You can easily just go into the prompt library, and then you'd be able to create your own custom prompt, and it'll show up here in the drop down. And so yeah, I'm going to back out of that. It's going to keep writing in the background. And yeah, so that's the script shuffler. Next up is research. So if you wanted to research and find different ideas out there, this is going to be great, really helpful for you to understand not only what videos are popular, but what videos other people have made on a particular subject, so that you can understand what people have already covered, what hasn't been covered. You can understand what people are commenting on and things like that. So the research tab is going to make you so more proficient. I know that doesn't even sound right, so I'm just going to re-say it. It's going to make you a lot more proficient, a lot more quick, and also allow for you to make sure that all of your information that you present is accurate and factual. So yeah, these tabs will become available as I release them, but yeah, you'll have a lot of access. But here's just an example. It's going to pull up a lot of these. It's going to pull up some of the most popular videos on YouTube about whatever topic you add in. And of course, it's going to save your search, so you can always come back to that and open those videos up. So that's research. Next up is my channels. So in the my channels features, of course, you can always watch and add your own channels. You can watch other people's channels and see how their channels are doing, how they're growing over time. You can go and look at those channels. So that's always going to be there. I'll go into that a little bit in another video. Still working on that, so it's kind of a work in progress. But let's go into the last, like, top main tool of the software. I know I'm moving kind of quick, but these are kind of the main essential set of tools that you'll be using. So you'll understand more as I go through in this video. But the next up is the events editor, and so this is going to be your basic timeline editor where you can scrub, you can add videos, and you can have a timeline like normal. You can move things around on the timeline, things like that. And so this is going to be really helpful for you. So let's say if you wanted to create a project here, then you could go into the events editor and you could make an even more advanced project. You could take some of those videos that you had out of the create project section. You can make a more advanced edit, and then of course you can also inside of the events editor you can add the you can add things like the background music. You can add voice, such and such, and of course you can um, toggle those on and off, move everything around, things like that. So the events editor is extremely cool. There's a lot of things that you can do in there. It's going to allow for you to do animations and all kinds of things. So yeah, I'm going to go into the events editor a little later just because there's so much into it. And so again, yeah, and then of course we have the flow board, which the flow board also is kind of event. So I'll go into that later in the video. But that is kind of the main essential tools that the Shufflr will you'll probably be coming to every single day. Essentially, you'll be making videos, you'll be writing scripts, and then yeah, you'll be checking on your videos and things like that. So those are going to be kind of the main tools. There are so many more tools, and now that I'm talking this out, I'm realizing just how many tools there are in here. So this video is going to be extremely helpful to just go over everything that this software can do. So yeah, those are the basic, bare minimum things. Very quick, very overview. So yeah, let's go into the rest of the software because there is a lot. So down here at the bottom you have your projects. So if you can scroll down here and you'll see all of the projects that you've created, just like in your history. You can see it right here. If you click here on the settings icon, you can go into grid mode or list mode, and that'll allow for you to see your projects a lot easier. And then of course you can always search your projects and find things quickly. If you click on any of the projects, of course it'll open it up, and then if you click on the three dots, then you'll be able to find out where that project is or that video. You can of course rename it. You can delete the video off of your system. You can remove it from this list entirely, or you can go ahead and upload it to YouTube directly, and you will need to connect your YouTube channel to do that. But yeah, you can upload straight to YouTube from here. Next, we have the points here on the right. You'll see I'm earning points as I'm using the app. So yeah, as you use the app, you'll earn points, and if you click it here, you'll see that you're leveling up, and you'll earn different rewards at each level. As I develop the app, I will offer really cool rewards, and I will announce those later in the future. Definitely going to make those worth using. So yeah, use the app every day. Start growing on YouTube. Start getting more audience views, and you will also earn more points in the Shufflr. Moving on over here to our left, we will have the settings here at the bottom, which is going to be extremely important for you. So yeah, if you go into the settings, you'll be able to see exactly how you can adjust the Shufflr. So when you're exporting videos, it's always going to respect these settings. So make sure that whatever you're exporting, that these settings look good to you. You can always highlight over each of these icons to understand exactly what each setting does. And yeah, you can also go to manage storage and it's going to show you exactly what is on your system. So if you scroll down here, you'll see exactly how many video files, how many images, how much is actually being used by the app. So you'll be able to easily understand exactly what's going on and exactly how much space you have without going anywhere else. And so yeah, and again, there's obviously lots of options here. And then you can go in through here, and there's essentially just basically just API keys that will allow for you to use more of the app. And so that kind of leads me into the next segue. So why am I labeling this as an AI video editor if I haven't said anything about AI yet other than the script shuffler? Well, essentially, it has so many AI functions. It's starting with the create with AI. And so a lot of the AI functions, in order to use them, you have to have your own API keys unless you're on the platinum plan. And you've probably seen platinum here on the up top left. So if you're on platinum, you can use all of the AI in the app for free. It comes with that plan. But if you are not on platinum, if you're just on the $5 plan, you have to have your own API keys. And so if you want to use stuff like the script shuffler here, if you saw, then yeah, you'll need to make sure that you have your open AI keys. You need to make sure that you have your Claude keys if you want to use Claude, if you want to use Grok, if you want to use AI 33. There's a lot of different AI software that are AI tools that are supported in this software. So yeah, just make sure to check out the settings. There's a lot of things in there, and you can also rearrange your homepage, which you can get to by going here and clicking on the home tab. And so this is going to be the home page where you have every single tool all right in front of your face. So if you don't want to be clicking in and out of each tool like I just been doing, you can go to the homepage and everything's right there. And the homepage is really nice because you can change different modes. So you can go into slide mode and it'll have everything in one place. Or you can go into focus mode and you have this nice little toolbar here on the right. So this is kind of the main homepage if you want to use it. Or you can just use the hub, which is allows you to get to everything a lot easier. And so again, I've opened up this little tab and you'll notice I can open these up and close them. So if you want to make this a little cleaner, you can do that. And you can also do it here on the more tools, and we'll go over that next, but we're gonna just keep doing down here on the left. So next up is the generate tab, and the generate tab is available in multiple places in the app. Excuse me. And that's something you'll notice in this app is there's a lot of tools that are located in multiple places, and that's so you can really get the most out of this app. And it allows for you to really not only move fast on YouTube, but become a better TV producer and YouTube producer. And it'll allow you to be able to quickly go to a tool without using like the entire suite of things. So if you really just want to go into generate, you can do that really easily. And this is going to allow for you to make really quick videos. So you can stack up a lot of different videos in here. So you can load up one and you can load up another video. You can stack these up and you can make a full-fledged video in here, just like if you went into the advanced editor or just like you went into the create project section. The idea of Fractal Video Shuffler is to allow for you to shuffle videos. So there's multiple ways for you to do it, multiple ways for you to build something amazing. So yes, this generate tab is very fantastic, and I haven't really gone over it in any other video. So let's do it right now. So when you open up the generate tab again, how do you get to it? You get to it on the home page. This will probably already be open, and just click generate, and it'll be right here ready for you to go. And so once this is open, you'll be able to set the duration, which is going to be based off of whatever assets you add in. So you can add videos, you can add images. Of course, you can find images, which, like I said, this is available all over the app. You can find videos, which is available all over the app. We used it earlier. And yeah, you can add text, you can add audio, you can do anything. And if you click on an asset that you added in here, you'll see you can edit it here on the side. So now you can see the type and you can see where it's located, and you can make any type of adjustment. So you can zoom in, you can zoom out, you can do anything you want. So let's say it had captions on the bottom. Let's say you wanted not to have this TV down there. You can go ahead and cut that out just like that, and you can see what that looks like just like that. And so this is going to allow for you to really make videos really easily. And then of course you can always animate it. You can zoom in, zoom out, you can slide in, add different transitions. You can change how long that transition works and all of that. So you can do a lot of powerful things in here. And of course, I added 2 videos. So if you scrub, you'll see. Oh, well, yeah, I added that other video, which is that video we made when I first started this, which is was just that series of images. So yeah, you could add any amount of videos, and of course you can delete those, and you can of course add text. And the idea behind this is, yeah, you can just, if you don't want to use the advanced editor, if you don't want to make a full video, you can come in here, or if you need to just make a quick edit and there's something that you need to do, and you just want to have maybe Kevin Hart just talking and with some text over his face, and you wanted to change that text to say something specific, then you could do that very easily through the generate tab. And of course, again, it's available in a lot of different places. And yeah, that's kind of how the generate tab works. You can also again add the voice, the background music, and the sound effects, and adjust when those come in, so you can make a full video right here on the generate tab, and you can use that in multiple places. So that's the generate tab. Moving on, we can go into tutorials, which is going to be the community help. So if you're really struggling on YouTube, you can rely on my 10 plus years of experience, not only doing YouTube with 10 plus channels of my own, both faceless and with my face on it, just like using a camera and like just making videos with just stock footage, and just making videos with other footage like documentaries and stuff. You can get all of my knowledge right here in the community help section. So that's going to be available at the top on the left again. If you just go to tutorials, you can understand everything that you need to know to grow on YouTube. And if you apply everything that's in the tutorial section, I can almost guarantee that you will get 1,000 subscribers in 1 year. I don't want to like oversell anything that I know, but if you follow everything in there, you will definitely have 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. All right, so that's the video editing tab. So the next is, again, this is an AI video editor. So the next thing that's up is going to be the AI design. And so here under the AI design, we have everything that you can use AI with. And so starting off with the create with AI, let's go ahead and show you what that is. So the create with AI is a fully automatic AI editor. What it's going to do is it's going to take your video idea, it's going to take a reference video that you add. Maybe you have a video that you made a couple months ago and it's doing really well. Maybe you want to redo that video and make an edit just like it. You paste in the video, you click create, and that's it. All you have to do is select whatever voice that you want. It's going to pull it straight from the voiceovers that you configured, and I'll show you how to configure your voices in a second. But it'll pull the list from whatever voiceovers that you have configured. You can have 11 Labs, you can have AI 33, you can have Fish Audio, you can have any type of audio voiceover API connected, and it'll pull in voices from every single one. And yeah, you can select your voice, select how long you want the video to be. You can see that there are different options here, and then you can select the model. And so the model is going to be important because it's going to change the output. And so if you want a full video created for you, do DocTube. It's going to go find videos for you. It's going to write the script. It's going to create the voiceover. It's going to put transitions between everything. It's going to add effects. It's going to do everything that you will expect a video editor to do for you. And that is the DocTube model. And that model is going to keep getting better and better over time as I work on it and as more people use the tool and give me feedback. And yeah, and just make sure to join the Discord if you haven't already, to let me know how this works for you. And yeah, so that's DocTube. Of course, you can paste your idea directly, or you can paste a script directly. And of course, if you wanted to do that, you could mark it as a script, and that would make it automatically skip like the script generation. But if you don't want it to skip this, like if you want it to generate a script for you, then don't select that and just type an idea or an outline here and click apply. And then of course it'll save every single project that you worked on in the past. So if you wanted to start off from a past project, you can always just select that and you can start off from a past project. So yeah, the Create with AI is extremely powerful. There's also the Imagine, and this Imagine model, what it'll do is it will create AI generated video or images. Sorry. So let's say you wanted to have like a video where a lot of people like to have AI create different scenes for them and automatically generate the images. You can do that automatically with this app. That model is also being worked on and will get better over time. It works really well. It uses a lot of credit, so make sure that you are actually able to afford that. Right now, we have it set up with Runware and OpenAI, and yeah, no, works really well. And then lastly, is the we have the Editor V2, and so this is really well works good. It allows you to upload your own video files to it, and then the video editor will not look up anything online. It'll just use your video clips and write the script and things like that for you, but it'll only use the files that you upload. And so that's kind of the Create with AI. And again, a lot of the AI tools are extremely helpful and extremely good. It's going to speed up your workflow, and they are going to get better with time as I get feedback and as those continue to be developed. All right, and so next up we have the script shuffler, which I showed you earlier at the beginning of this video. And then we have the thumbnail generator. And so the thumbnail generator is exactly what it sounds like. It will allow you to generate thumbnails. You can, of course, find images just like we were using earlier with the find videos. You can add images, and then it'll use whatever you paste in as a reference. And then you just click create thumbnail, and it'll generate the thumbnail, and it'll show up here on the right. You can show it or you can open it, click it to open it full view. Just click the image there, and then yeah, and you can close that like that, and you can obviously open the image and show it in folder. But yeah, just type in whatever thumbnail you want and it'll pop it up right there on the right. As we continue to develop this app, that'll get better and better, and you'll just be able to come in here and get your thumbnail and post it and just move out. But yeah, right now we have I have a custom prompt, but if you, again, just like with the script shuffler, if you open the prompt library, you can always enter whatever custom prompt that you want. Maybe you have one that works really well with Dali. Maybe you have one that works really well with Grok. You can always come in here, enter your custom prompt, and it'll save, and you can just make sure to select it in the drop down, and yeah, you'll have that ready to go whenever you come in here. And so that's the thumbnail creator. Super powerful, very nice to have, and it also, again, just like with the other AI tools, will get better over time. Next up is the music generator. It's exactly what it sounds like. We have multiple music providers. There are a lot of different APIs out there for you to generate your own music, but you can do that. It's extremely helpful because it allows for you to bypass copyright claims. So yeah, sometimes you might pull a video or pull a soundtrack or a background music, and it still gives you a copyright strike. This is going to be the safest, easiest, most sound way. And maybe you're even doing an audio channel, maybe you're doing a music only channel. This is going to allow for you to do those types of sounds really quickly. So yeah, just type in whatever song you want. You can also upload a reference and it will use that. And yeah, whatever song gets generated, it'll show up right here. And yeah, you can just easily rename that, play it, show it, find it wherever it's saved on your system and such. And so that's the music generation. Super simple, very powerful. And then lastly is the prompt generator. And so the prompt generator allows for you to paste in a script. Let's say that you have somebody, or maybe you've really nailed down your own voice and your scripts, and you're ready for AI to help write those scripts for you. Take your script, paste it in here, and it will generate a prompt for you to use in your other or in the script shuffler. And so that way you can go into the prompt library in the script shuffler, paste whatever prompt it got saved in or this generated for you. And then now you can always have the script shuffler write a script that is in the voice you want. And that is a very easy way to create a bunch of different styles of voices for the script shuffler. And then, of course, you can also do the exact same thing with thumbnail. Let's say you have somebody thumbnail that you really like, upload the image here, and it'll create a prompt for you to add to the prompt library in the thumbnail creator. And then, just like that, you can always have the thumbnail creator create the exact style of thumbnail that you want. So that's how you would use the prompt generator to always have infinite prompts. And lastly, we have the library. So the library is probably one of my favorite tabs here on the left. Honestly, everything's really cool, but I like the library because this is where you can go to have access to all of our background videos, our music, sound effects, stock source, all of it. It's all going to be available here. And as I upload more and more versions of this app, this is going to get larger and larger. So you can always just come in here. You can, of course, preview it at any time. You can download it, and yeah, it'll be on your system instantly, and you will be able to use them in your videos. And so that library will grow over time. You'll be able to see that grow over time. And lastly, you can always filter and also filter by category. And so that'll allow for you to quickly find assets that you like. Of course, you can always search. And yeah, this is going to be really, really helpful, this asset library for you, especially for if you are new. And lastly, there is the custom tab. So if you want to save your own libraries here in the app, then you can, or your own files here in the app, you can add them. You can add videos, images, sound effects, whatever you want. You can add it here. You can always come back and search it. And this is going to be really helpful because, like I said, everything is always available to you. So if you go into the create project, you'll see that if you go into generate, there's the library tab. And guess what? You have all of the stuff here, right here as well. You can easily add it straight into whatever video you're working on. So yeah, the library is super, super helpful, very, very beneficial to you. Especially if you're adding custom files, you can easily add those in there. And then of course, go to generate and come into here. And so, yeah, that's kind of showing you exactly how all that ties together and how that's so powerful. But yeah, I just wanted to show you how the assets in the library works. And so you also are able to save your prompts. So you know how I was here on the library or on the homepage hub. I had the prompt generator. You can generate prompts, and what it'll do is it'll save it into the library. And so every prompt you generate, it'll save here, and then of course you can view it and copy it, and always come back to reference it. So maybe if you didn't like the way the prompt was, or maybe you're not ready to save it, or maybe you want to tweak it, you can always save it here. And then of course your flows from the flow board will also be here in your library. So if you ever create a flow board and save it, it'll be in the library. And so that is the left sidebar. We've gone through quite a lot, and we still have quite a more to go through. So let's do it. Before going into more tools, let's go into the flow board. So the entire idea behind the flow board is to give you the ability to plan out your video step by step. And this is going to allow for you to resonate with your audience better than anything else. I promise it will. You can just come in here, create a brand new one. You can do a blank template. And what you'll notice is this is just like a mind map. And so if you've ever used a mind map, it's just nodes. And so each node is going to represent an idea. So let's say the first 15 seconds of your video, you're going to want a certain idea to be conveyed. And let's say that hook from the script, and of course you can always upload the voiceover so you can hear what the hook is. But yeah, just essentially coming in here and mapping out every single step. So what it's going to do is it's going to show every single step, and you can always go 15 seconds in, add a new beat, 15 seconds in, add a new beat. And then what it's going to do is it's going to allow for you to plan out the heartbeat of your video. And you just click on a beat. You can change what type of beat it is. Of course, here at the beginning, we're going to be doing hooks. So we're going to want to change this to hook. And so, yeah, I mean, and just at the beginning, you're gonna be working in here to um, just plan out the entire video, add descriptions. You can always upload files, and that will allow for you to understand. All right, I want this file to be at this video, or at this part of the video, and I want this thing to happen at this part of the video. And when you're all said and done, you can always come back in here. Of course, you can save it, and you can always come back in here and review it. You can send it to a team member. You can have your teammates review it. But this is going to allow for you to really plan out videos, and yeah, it's just going to allow for you to understand exactly what you need to do when you go into the events editor or when you go into create project. And yeah, you can do it all the way down to a T. Of course, there is AI and everything. So if you do want to create with AI, you can also do that, and you can paste in your script, and it'll create an entire timeline based off of your duration, and it'll add every type of beat that the AI thinks should be in the video based off of your script. So that's really cool. If you don't want to do it manually, you can always use AI to do it. But yeah, yeah, it's just like any kind of mind map. Of course, you can always add multiple beats to 1 second. So let's say you want a bunch of things to happen at the same time. You can do that, and you can always connect each node to each other, just like in a mind map. And then, of course, you can save it to your library, or you can save it as JSON, text, or as a PDF. And if you save it as a PDF, then that will allow for you to easily share it with other people, or you can save it as a PDF and have it to the side while you're working on the actual video. So this is going to be super super great for you if you want, if for people who are actually wanting to step out every single part of their video, even if it's like especially for people who are doing like animations or like image videos. This is going to allow for you to really make something that's punchy and really delivers exactly what you're trying to deliver. And so that's the flow board. And again, yeah, if you save to the library, it will save to the library again in the flow tab. You can always open that up and edit those at any time. So that's everything here on the main homepage hub. And again, this is called the homepage hub inside of Fractal Video Shufflr. I have gone over everything here. So let's go ahead and go into more tools, because there is even more to go into before I even show you how to edit. So yeah, coming into more tools, the very first thing we have is the niche finder. And so this is going to be very, very good for anybody who's trying to grow on YouTube. It's going to allow for you to easily see and stay in tune with YouTube, and you don't even have to go to the YouTube website. This is one of my favorite things, honestly. I use it every single day. I also use YouTube every single day, but I like this because it lets me know what is happening and like what's really really happening across YouTube, because it's going to allow for me to only focus on videos that have more than 60,000 views. So I know these are videos that are like people are viewing really really quick. People are clicking on these. They are very interested in them. I can filter by comment count and everything, and it's just so easy for me to understand what the topic is just by looking through here. And of course, if you click on one, it's going to open it up in YouTube, and it's going to search for that topic. And so here on the right, if you already have the focus sidebar open, you can easily see exactly what this topic is about. And so I really like the topics tab. It's so easy for me to come in here and understand, all right, I know I need to make a video about this today or right now because people are talking about this. And yeah, so very, very, very much recommend here. And then on the side here, you can turn shorts on and off. I usually don't have shorts on because I don't make shorts, but yeah, you can turn those on and off. And then of course you have the filter bar here that allows you to filter all of these results. It only load 30 at a time, so if you want to load more, make sure to do that. And if you don't see any, it's just because you have your filter set up, so it's not loading anything that has filters. So just make sure to clicking load more if you wanted to see more. Next, also there's the, you might not see it, but there's a search bar here at the top with the search button. So if you, of course, only want to search for certain types of people like Toonami, of course you can do that, and it'll let you search for that. All right. Inside of the idea browser, this is probably not what you're going to see if it's your first time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn off these extra features for now. And this is probably what you're going to see when you first come into the idea browser. And it's just going to be YouTube. And that's because YouTube is the most ideal, the best place for you to find exactly what type of idea or exactly what type of video to make. The YouTube algorithm is extremely good at finding exactly what videos people are clicking on. And if you know anything about YouTube, you know you want to make videos about stuff people are already clicking on. So, yeah, going into the idea browser is something you should do every single day. And when you come into here, it'll look just like this. And what you can do is you can go up here to the right, top right, and click features. And this is where it's really going to set everything apart. So you can add blackout, and this is going to allow for every single video on the page that doesn't meet your threshold is going to be blacked out. So you won't even see it. You'll be able to quickly look through the YouTube page and find only videos that people are actually watching. So if you scroll infinitely down the YouTube page, you'll be able to use the algorithm to your advantage, and you'll be able to quickly find videos and topics that you care about, because you can just go to the search bar, type something in, and do that, and you can find videos that people are clicking on, and you can set the view threshold that you want. And then, of course, you have the focus sidebar, which I highly recommend you turn on. It's going to allow for you to, it's going to do the same thing I just said, but it's going to open up the sidebar that we had here. And it's going to allow for you to really quickly just scroll through only the top videos that are on this page. And not only that, but it'll give you a few extra buttons that'll allow for you to quickly work with that idea. So you can get the transcript, you can copy the link, you can find channels that are similar to this channel. So maybe you think this channel looks cool, you can find other channels that look like it, and it'll allow for you to find more and more videos, more ideas that are similar in that style. Or of course you can add it to your thumbnail space if you like this thumbnail or this thumbnail title combo. You can save that, and you can always remember it for later, and it'll never go away. Even if the video gets deleted off of YouTube, you'll always have that information for you locally. So this is going to be extremely helpful for you, the focus sidebar. Of course, you can search just like you can earlier, but this is going to allow for you to search quickly. It won't reload the page or anything. And then, of course, as you scroll down, this sidebar is going to fill up. And so, imagine being able to. Sorry for clicking on that. Did not mean to do that. But yeah, clicking around, of course, is going to refresh the focus bar, and then of course you have a bunch of different styles of filtering. So this is going to be extremely helpful for you if you want to find videos, if you want to do research really quickly. Highly recommend coming in here every single day just to understand honestly how YouTube works, what videos are working, why they're working. It's going to allow for you to grow really quickly just in mindset. And of course, everything that you have seen, you can always see again by going to history, and it's going to show everything that has already showed up. So don't worry if you refresh the page or if you went away from a page. You can always just go to your history and you can see a video that was already pulled. That is the idea browser. Very simple, very powerful. I highly recommend coming in here every day. Really do. Next up is the outliers tab. So let's say that you want to find ideas from a channel that you, from a category that you're doing. So you can always come in here, select the category, click find outliers, and it will search our database of channels that we are collecting every day. We're always looking for new hot channels that are sticking out and channels that you can potentially learn from. And you can just come in here, click outliers, and yeah, you can click find. It'll search through our database. It'll find those. And yeah, if you here, I'll just do that um, animation. Well, or let's just cook it. Let me know. Wanted to do animation, but do cooking. Might not find any cooking videos. Not sure if I've been looking at anything cooking related. But yeah, it'll load those outliers and it will pull those in. So let's see if this is actually a cooking related channel. But yeah, it'll pull those in and then you'll be able to. It was, and so yeah, you'll be able to see exactly what type of channels we have in our database on that. And so yeah, you'll be able to quickly find outliers if you are looking for new ideas. Next, we have the similar channels finder, which I was just talking about in the idea browser. You can always come in here and just type in your channel URL, or you can type in someone else's channel URL, and it will find similar channels to that. And yeah, you'll be able to quickly understand how many competitors there are in a niche, if there are a lot of people making videos in a niche, what type of videos they're making, what the audience likes about their videos, if their videos are getting views. You can find a lot of good information by searching for similar channels. So, highly recommend using this feature as well. Then, lastly, well, one of the last things in the niche finder is the thumbnail gallery. So, this is going to be so helpful for anybody who is not as like design or like I am the type of person who isn't really good with thumbnails. I'm always bad at making them, so this is a way for me to remember what a YouTube thumbnail looks like, because YouTube thumbnails have a very specific style. Like, they don't look like anything else on the internet. If I'm being honest, you can see just from looking at this that the what a YouTube thumbnail is a very specific style of thing. Like, it might just be Charlie over here standing looking crazy, or it might be a multi-layered, like, human text arrow background type of thing. So this is going to allow for you to really understand what thumbnails resonate with people, because again, you can see the view count, you can see the title, you can see the combination, the packaging that people are using to get views, and this will allow for you to get the psychology needed to grow on YouTube yourself, because it really is a packaging thing. Like, understanding what the packaging is and why that packaging worked is going to allow for you to grow very quickly on YouTube. So I highly recommend learning and trying to understand why these thumbnails are working, and just honestly just doing some thumbnails like this yourself and seeing how it works. And then the last thing is the thumbnail space. You can again add anything to your thumbnail space from the idea browser, and it'll come straight into here. And you can save it. You can add, categorize it, and all that other stuff. I go into this in depth in the first video where I talk about all of the niche finder tools. So just to keep this one as short as I can, even though it's probably going to be an hour or too long, I am going to move on out of the niche finder. So that's niche finder. Again, this is one of those tools where it's kind of outside of the scope of the video shuffler, because it's not like video related. But if you're using this to grow on YouTube, like I want people to do, just to express themselves more and not get burnt out from YouTube, if you're using it for that, the niche finder is going to be so good for you, because making videos about topics that people want to hear already is going to allow for you to also make videos about topics that you want them to hear. So highly recommend the niche finder. Next up is the audio and voiceover. And this is going to allow for you to set up your voiceover, your AI voiceovers. If you have your 11 Labs API key set up in the settings, then it will work. You'll be able to sync your voices, and you'll be able to type in whatever you want here, and you can generate whatever you want. You can also go into your saved scripts, which is going to be if you create a script and you click save, it's going to go into your saved scripts, and you can always click create voiceover in order to create a voiceover from that. and it's going to pull whatever your selected voice is here. So make sure you go into here, you sync your voices, and you select it. And so right now we support 11 Labs, OpenAI, of course, Fish Audio, and AI 33. So get an API key for one of those, or just get the platinum plan of Video Shufflr, and you can just go to OpenAI, sync voices, and just select your voice. It's all for free, and of course you just type in or go into your saved scripts, and you can generate whatever you want anything to say. Of course, if you go into 11 Labs, you can clone your voice and you can always have it sound like you, which is highly recommended if you wanted to make an AI channel that is a little bit more human. And so that's the audio and voiceover and the saved scripts tab here under more tools. Those are pretty cool. And then, of course, you can go to the flow board as well from here. And then going through the last few tools of the Shufflr, which again, these tools aren't available to everybody. The basic plan, or the pro plan only has certain tools, and the platinum plan has everything. So if you are on platinum, these last three tools are available to you. You can, of course, go into the screen recorder. You can record your screen. You can record the entire screen. You can choose the window or select the area. This is going to allow you to easily do stuff like what I'm doing right now and just record your screen and easily go into the events editor or the generate tab or the create project and wrap that video edit up. So you can come in here and select everything that you need. You can set up hotkeys and such. So that's the screen recorder. Very basic, but very much thought would be needed in a tool that would allow for you to shuffle videos and do multiple things. Next up is the image editor. And so the image editor is one of those new features that I've added. And the idea behind this is no more Canva. Now you don't have to pay for Canva. Now you don't have to pay for OpenAI. Now you don't have to pay for Audacity. Now you don't have to pay for Premiere Pro and CapCut and all these other programs. You can do everything right here inside of Fractal. Fractal puts all of the pieces that were needed to be a master at YouTube together in one place, all at your fingertips if you're actually serious about it. So here in the image editor, it works just like Canva. You can obviously add text here. You can rearrange the text. You can change the size, the font. You can change the color. You can do everything. Over here on the layers, you can rearrange the layers, show and hide. And of course, if you click properties, you can also change certain aspects of it. You could change the stroke and all of that other amazing things that you could do inside of anything else. Of course, you can add images by just clicking here and adding those images in. And you go, of course, align it to the center. So yeah, you can use the image editor just like you would in any other software. The added benefit here is, of course, you have your trusty handy dandy find images and find videos just like you have everywhere else. You can add those in, and of course this works just like Canva. If you wanted to add multiple pages, you can do that, and you can of course do different things on those pages, and you can export it as a video. So again, this is the video shuffler. If you want to create a video in the Canva like image editor, then you can do that as well. Here's another place for you to create videos. But if you just want to make an image, if you just want to make your thumbnail, let's say you went into the thumbnail creator and it produced an image, but it wasn't exactly what you wanted. Maybe you wanted to add like a logo of, I don't know, maybe you wanted to add the YouTube logo on there. And make sure to type transparent so we can get something with a transparent background. Then you can always search for it, and our robots will go out there and it'll find that, it'll find whatever image you want or whatever video you want, and you can add whichever one looks good to you. Make sure you don't select multiple if you don't want multiple, and yeah, it'll just add that in there, and then of course you can, yeah, just like that, and then yeah, I mean, this is just like any other video edit or image editor, and it works exactly like Canva. And I've been using Canva for years, so I'm pretty sure I can make an image editor that works exactly like Canva. So If you want to use this as your editor, image editor, you can do that and it'll replace that as well. Last but not least, I mentioned Audacity, but there is a voice editor as well. You can, of course, come into the voice editor, record your voice, say whatever you want, and then, of course, it will show your waveform. And yeah, you can, of course, select different parts of it. You can remove silence out of it. Um, and yeah, you can do all kinds of things in here, just like with Audacity, another tool I've used for years, but it'll allow for you to very quickly edit any type of audio, any type of voiceover. Let's say that the AI voiceover that you got has some weird sounds in it. You can come in here, see how it sounds, remove certain sections of it, and yeah, just export it really quickly so that you have a much better voiceover. And so this is going to be the last thing that I probably will add, because I think that I don't want to overload the app, because again, just from talking about it now, you can see how it's a lot of things to it. But if you understand how to do YouTube, you'll realize all of these things are necessary. And now that they're all in one place, everyone should be able to do YouTube with no excuse, with no, like, I'm tired, I'm burnt out, I don't want to learn type of things. Like, everything is pretty much laid out for you now, and you can do everything all in one location. And I will continue to help you learn how to use this software. I'll continue to help you learn how to do YouTube. But yeah, that's the overview of everything that is in this app, how to use it, why it's there, and why I think this is really going to turn not only your YouTube growth trajectory around, but I think it will really allow for you to get whatever it is in your head out in a way that resonates with people, and also just allows for you to do some really creative stuff without you having to um, learn really complicated things. And so that's kind of the part one, really long video going over Fractal Video Shuffler, the purpose, why it's here, and well, yeah, this is part one. I did a part zero on like why I created Fractal Video Shuffler. So if you haven't watched that video, please do watch that. And yeah, this is gonna be like the part one where I've gone over every single aspect of the shuffler as it stands. And honestly, I think this will probably be how it'll be going in the future. And so, yeah, now my goal next is to continue efforts updating the app, getting any bug that is reported to me, helping everyone in my Discord grow their YouTube channel, and yeah, just getting all of these things patched up. And then in the next video, I'm going to really dive deep and do like a 2 hour video just editing with the Create project, just editing in here, using all of the features and showing you what that looks like and the final results, posting those on this channel. And then I'm also going to do some edits in the Events Editor. I'm going to do some edits in the Generate tab. I'm going to do edits in every single place that I told you in this video you can do edits, because wherever you want to do your edit, you should know how to do it. So I'm going to show you how to do that. And then in the next part, that will be the video going over all of the AI features. So I'll do a video that is like a few hours long, just showing you exactly the results I'm getting from AI, the prompts that I'm using, and all of the different things that I've tweaked and learned from this entire process. So those videos are going to be super, super beneficial to you, and they're also going to have a lot of bomb like gems dropped in them. So if you want to see those videos, please do leave a like on this one, share this one with a friend, make sure that everyone knows about the Shuffler, because I do want people to get on YouTube, even if they have never done YouTube before. This will allow for them to just get on it and like make videos super quick and post them all from one location. And yeah, so that's kind of the rundown on the Shuffler, everything you can do in it from top to bottom. Oh yeah, in the bottom right here you have the version number. You can click it and it'll show you all of the different releases. So if you wanted to see what I've been changing in the app every single week, just click that and it'll open that up. If there is an update available, then it'll show you, and auto updates are on automatically. I will be adding a setting that will allow for you to turn auto updates off. But for now, every single update is going to happen automatically. And if it didn't happen, then yeah, it'll show update available down here. So you'll know if there's an update available. Um, yeah, been doing a lot of talking, and I think I want to cut it here just so we don't make this one too long. But if there are any questions about anything that I said in this video, please don't hesitate to leave a comment down below. I'm happy to answer them. If you download the app, you will have instant access to the Discord link. So download the app, you'll get that. Um, Watch the video that I have on the channel about the affiliate program. If you want to make some money while using this, you can do that too. Very easy. You can just share your affiliate link. So if you do share this out, make sure you share it with your affiliate link. You'll get some money from that. Um, yeah, that's essentially all that I got for this one. Again, if you liked it, make sure to like this video, subscribe, because I'm going to be posting videos every single day. And yeah, I will see you all in the next one. And if you made it to this far in the video, I just thank you. You're a real one.